Seems like everywhere you turn, someone has their head facing down at their phones. Some of us use them for work, and others for staying on task. Others of us use them for pleasure and connection with the world. Did you know that there's around 3.4 billion social media users in the world today? From Facebook to Instagram to LinkedIn to Snapchat. See, people want to be connected with each other. Sounds fun, and it really is. I'm a social media user, and I love to keep up with friends, family, businesses, and people I don't even know. But being connected doesn't come without its negatives. The average adult is spending 11 hours per day watching, listening, reading, or simply interacting with media. Think that looks different in teenagers because they use their phones differently? Guess again, the average teenager is spending 9 hours per day online with all that's available there. And it gets harder and harder to filter what we see and experience. Did you know that there's about 59% of students using social media that will experience some sort of bullying while they're online there? Or that adults cannot go more than 3 hours without checking social media accounts. Studies are showing that this is leading to increased anxiety and depression. Always being online is mentally and physically taxing, even sometimes deadly, as we see reports of suicide being provoked by an online experience. So what do we do with all this? Is it time to shut down all online and social media connections and protect ourselves? Should we set up rules and regulations for the amount of online time that all people can spend each day to protect the public's general health? I think it's important to understand one thing. Social media itself isn't the issue here. It is those who are using it. Often we blame social media for causing the negative impacts in our world, when in reality it's just a tool at the fingertips of a user. Let me paint a picture for you. I have a few kids at home. We like to play outside, and recently we got a new t-ball set for them to practice hitting off of. It's tons of fun, and although everyone's taking turns nicely at the beginning, things can escalate very quickly. And they did, and some fighting happened. What if one of my kids hits the other one with the bat? What should my response be? Should I run over and get the bat, yell at it, and put it in timeout? No, that really accomplishes nothing. The bat was only the tool in the situation. The person who swung the bat is the one who needs correction. In the same way, we need to see the person behind their profile online. When we see the person, we can recognize deeper needs and stories that can be specifically addressed and redirected if they're using their accounts in questionable and destructive ways. We need to recognize that all humans are sinful. When we remember this fact of who we are, we can see the hate and the boasting and the pleasure within a post for what it is. It's a sinful action by a person. The best way to repair these posts and the damage that they're causing is not to get rid of social networking altogether, but to guide a person to find truth and hope and to put their trust in Jesus Christ. This makes me think of a few verses. Ephesians 1:7, in Him, in Jesus, we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of sins. Or 2 Corinthians 5:17, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, they are a new creation. The old is gone and the new is here. You see, when we follow Christ, our online presence should look different. Having an influence on the way social media is changing our society means that we must have an influence in the personal and real-world lives of those who are online. It's there, in those conversations, that we can actually redeem, through Jesus Christ, what is happening in our digital world. Try this today. When you log on to your social network of choice, look at a picture and try to figure out why they posted it. Was it glorifying to God? Or maybe do you need to strike up a conversation with this person? Just some food for thought.